Hey guys, I got a pretty big question for you today. Do we have the right, some would even say the responsibility, to touch our horses even if they don't want us to? I think we're going to have a pretty big debate here, and so I would like to spark our conversation off with an analogy. I think being touched in a way you don't wish, as a woman, is a very fair analogy for horses as well. And I am sure that every woman who's ever been touched in a way that she didn't want said no in the loudest way she thought she could. Depending on how safe and empowered that woman feels, she may say no in several different ways. She may have reared up and struck or kicked her assailant. She may say the word no. Or she may have just looked away, went internal, and waited for it to be over. Our horses do the same. They may rear up, kick out, bite, though often this is not received very well by the humans. And they may say no. Now, you may be wondering, what does that look like, Joe, when they say no? Well, the first picture on the left is Willow. She's saying no with her very linear nose, her tight lips, her hard eyes, and her backward ears. The horse in the center is saying no a different way. You can see by the tilt of her head, the strength and tightness in her neck, the hardness of her eyes, the holding of her ears, the way she's got her lips and her nostrils held. And the horse on the right is making his displeasure quite known, again by his ears, eyes, nostrils, and the tightness of his lips. And sometimes our horses will just endure it. You can tell from his square jaw, his lidded eyes, and his ear position that he's just waiting for this to be over. As you probably guessed, I'm not a fan of our horses having to let us touch them. Now, that being said, I do invest a lot of time getting them more comfortable with me touching them all over their bodies. And I understand that we need to be able to touch our horses if there's a medical emergency. As you can see here with Alia, I spend a lot of time preparing her for such things. But it also gives us a chance to learn how to trust our horses, because Fiesta actually never let me use the stethoscope on her until she was really sick and needed the vet, and then she was more than happy to let me do that. I would like to suggest that we do what we can to get them comfortable with our touch. However, when they say no, it's no. So I can't wait to hear what you think. Please write comments below or send me a note at bridlesandbreath.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.